Board. So tonight we're going to be talking all about Diamond Club and doTERRA. What I love about them is they are not like, they're so different than other network marketing companies. So this is honestly, well, I just think about like Mary Kay, where you can like earn the car and like all that kind of stuff. That is not what Diamond Club is. So that's the first thing I'm going to say. But Diamond Club is basically an awesome opportunity where doTERRA structures it. So your people that are a part of your mentorship in doTERRA help invest in your business specifically. And then number two, doTERRA gives strategic gifts to your enrollments, your customers, or your builders throughout the season of Diamond Club. So we're going to break down some of the details. Oh, we have another person in the waiting room. Welcome. So first off, we're going to start out and talk about who all qualified for Diamond Club on the LDC. You can see all these beautiful people on the screen. Andi Larson is a friend of mine. We played college basketball together, and she is an incredible nurse practitioner in Iowa, a mama to four, and a rock star doTERRA leader. So much momentum happening on her team. Dani Harris is from Waco, Texas, and she literally birthed a new miracle into the world this last week in the middle of the epic Texas
Snowmageddon.
Yeah, Snowmageddon. Anyways, Dani and I met like 4 years ago at her yoga studio, and she's one of my dearest friends and an incredible health advocate in the community. So she's doing Diamond Club, and then the Joneses, who are rocking and rolling, such incredible humans that have so much to offer. And yeah, they are going to be doing Diamond Club as well with their team. Emily Paulson. I don't know if everybody knows Emily as well. Emily is from South Dakota, and she's a gold leader on the LDC. She's one of Melissa Christopher is our qualifier, and she's one of Melissa's qualifiers. A boy mom, and she's incredible. You'll meet her and instantly feel like you're besties because she's just that sort of person. She's so great. She's doing Diamond Club. And then Jill is in the process of applying. Technically, you're supposed to be a silver to do Diamond Club, but sometimes they let people in. And Jill and Andi are both premiers, and there's that sort of people that are like in action in their business, enrolling lots of people. There's a lot going on their teams, and so a lot of times Diamond Club will let them in, and Jill decided to go for it last minute, and we're so excited for her. So incredible people doing Diamond Club. And if you guys are on their teams, I'm like, so you're obviously, you know that you're blessed.
Yeah. So it's not all about the people that are participating in Diamond Club. It's about, it really is a team effort. And we'll get into some of the details of how to work synergistically and a lot of the incentives and just like the great perks of having a leader, like the leader of your team, participate in Diamond Club, what that means for you, for your business, for your team too.
Yes. So what is Diamond Club? Diamond Club is a program that doTERRA designed to help wellness advocates build their teams and advance in rank. When they originally designed it, it was designed to help leaders get into like new areas and travel a lot to be able to grow teams in other areas of the country and things like that. And it's kind of shifted through many different things that have happened within the world and in doTERRA, but still the same purpose is at the foundation of it. During Diamond Club, wellness advocates identify and work with their builders or potential builders to help them grow their team and their businesses. So just an example of what can happen through Diamond Club is when we first chose to do Diamond Club, it was 2017, and we were living in Waco, but we were in process of transitioning to South Dakota while Tyler was training his replacement at his job there. He had been working remotely for a while, and we transitioned back to South Dakota so he could train and hire his replacement as he exited the company. But that fall, we did Diamond Club. So for 3 of those months, we were in South Dakota. And our goal was 100% to get to Diamond Club, or to get to Diamond, the rank of Diamond during Diamond Club. And so I really needed to help 3 of my leaders get to the rank of silver. And we hit platinum once. It was kind of like a miraculous BOGO sort of month where we hit platinum. And then we went throughout Diamond Club, and we ended up hitting the rank of diamond in October, which meant we like 3 of our leaders were then officially again at the rank of silver. And then Melissa Christopher was gold at the time. But the next month, Melissa Christopher, one of our qualifiers, hit diamond, and then 2 of our other leaders hit gold. So that just kind of gives you a picture of the potential of Diamond Club, of what can happen and the momentum that can happen when you partner with your leaders are partnering back with you. Like, you can create incredible momentum together synergistically, to be hitting everybody's goals. So Diamond Club is a great way, or very, very supportive.
I also just want to add, can we go back for 1 second?
Oh yeah.
Diamond Club is not different than like the activities that they
Yeah.
incentivize, the promotions that they offer through Diamond Club. doTERRA is very intentional about incentivizing the correct behavior for the long-term health, growth and long-term health of our teams. So it's not, they don't incentivize in a way that is going to distract or detour from what we are already doing. They just offer like lighter fluid on the fire to help speed things up, and to just to make sure that everyone on all of our teams are doing the activities that are necessary to build this business.
And one of the best parts about doing Diamond Club this year is that a lot of the things you get points for within Diamond Club, you also get points for in Founders Club, and you also get points for those things within the incentive trip, which
they haven't announced yet.
It hasn't been announced yet, but usually doTERRA does the incentive trip qualification through the spring of this year. So it's a great time to be pushing your business, because there's lots of things that you can get additionally on top of just building an incredible business in doTERRA.
Yeah.
So next we're going to talk about some of the details of Diamond Club.
So it's March through June. And then they have a newer program called Silver Club. It's a little bit different, but same idea. And they will do that this fall. So just a heads up for anyone that is watching this or on tonight, that maybe Silver Club is something you, or maybe a potential future leader is wanting to do in the fall. As a Diamond Club participant, when you have a customer that enrolls, so this is one of the incentives that they offer. When you have a customer that enrolls at a Diamond Club event, and we can talk a little bit more of what a Diamond Club event is, but if they enroll with a 100 PV order to a 299 PV order, that new enrollment will get a 15 milliliter bottle of Citrus Bliss. So it's just an extra thing. It's like, hey, if you enroll with this kit, you also get this. If it's a 300 plus PV order, then they get the Citrus Bliss and they get a 15 milliliter bottle of Adaptive. So incentivizing enrollments with kits.
Which is great, because those end up being on top of doTERRA's normal incentives. If they have an enrollment incentive for the month, then this Diamond Club gift is also in addition to that.
Yeah, it's all Diamond Club perks are in addition to whatever doTERRA is doing. So if they do a 200 PV promo, I know they're doing one right now, but if they did one in April or May or whatever, these would be in addition to whatever is offered doTERRA like throughout the country. So then for LRPs, so wellness consults are another key activity that we need in place to see success in our business. So they incentivize wellness consults by offering new enrollments 25 points into their LRP points bank if they place a 100 PV LRP the month following their enrollment, which is like, for us as wellness advocates, it makes it like changes a little bit. It's like, no, I need to meet with you so that you can get these free points, and then, or a welcome pack or whatever you normally do. But these 25 bonus LRP points are in addition to whatever you normally do for a wellness consult. And it's from doTERRA. Like all of this is on doTERRA, the oils, the points. And then do you want to talk about the requirements?
Yeah, so the actual Diamond Club participants, so the 5 leaders that we talked about at the beginning, they need to have at least 14 team enrollments for the month. And then 2 of those enrollments at least have to be personal enrollments. And those enrollments have to be processed within 3 business days of the class that happened in order for them to continue to the next month. So it's helpful to know, like I remember last spring, there was like 1 month that I think I had 12 team enrollments, and I was like telling a bunch of my leaders, I'm like, we need 2 more. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to continue on to next month. And then I won't have these additional promo perks to offer for everybody's enrollments, you know? So your Diamond Club leader is going to need at least 14 enrollments to be able to continue on from month to month. And then your Diamond Club leaders are also going to need to have at least 4 classes in order to continue month to month, which that's pretty easy to make happen. But those are basically the 2 requirements that allow them to go from month 1 to month 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. And then ultimately, what are the perks for you? So obviously for those of you that aren't actually in Diamond Club this month, I wanted to break down what does this mean for you? Like, how can this be supportive to you and your business? Basically, we've talked about it, but Diamond Club creates massive momentum on doTERRA teams. Your leaders are going to be in big action, and that momentum is going to serve any leader on their team that is in action with them. So your leader rank advancing obviously means that your team is going to be rank advancing too if you're in action with your leader. So that's really exciting. Like you heard my story when I was in Diamond Club, I hit Diamond in October. And Melissa Christopher, my qualifier, she wasn't even doing Diamond Club, and she hit Diamond Club during my Diamond Club. And I did a ton of classes to help support her team. So that was really fun. Our team in that season had such incredible momentum, and that's, again, the potential of Diamond Club. So Diamond Club really creates a conducive environment, and also it gives some added urgency for someone to show up at the class and then enroll. And they have to enroll within 3 business days to get the promo oils. So that kind of helps give that added urgency. And of course, the promo oils, it's just nice. I'm sure all of you guys recognize this. When you're enrolling somebody, it's really nice to be able to say, well, if it's 100 PV, you're going to get this. And if you do this, you're going to get this. And those are things that when doTERRA doesn't have an enrollment promo for the month, I always feel like I'm like coming up with like, what's my promo that I'm going to offer? And so during Diamond Club, you're never going to have to create your own promo for new enrollments. You're always going to have that option through Diamond Club. And then plus you're always going to have that incentive to offer people getting started on 100 PV LRPs. So that's really awesome. And just obviously adds a lot to your business. So details that you cannot forget. Everybody has to remember all these things. They're so important. Number 1, all potential customers at any Diamond Club event. And when we say Diamond Club event, what we mean is a class where a Diamond Club leader is teaching a portion of it. They're a part of the event. They're there. And they're a part of the teaching that's happening. So all potential customers that are at those Diamond Club events need to be recorded within 24 hours in order for that to count for Diamond Club. So that means, like, just to give an example, let's say Danny is having a class and her leaders have customers that have come to it. She has to, or potential customers, she has to have the name, phone number, and email for all those people that were at the class. And she has to record it on a website with Diamond Club within 24 hours of that event happening. And so that's something that's just really helpful to know. Your leader will probably have some form of organization where they have you submit that information. So they have it, and they'll share more about how they're going to do that. But It's just important to remember that. Number two is your customers need to enroll within 3 business days of the event in order to get the free promo oil. So you just want to make sure if you talk to your customer about that, they know it has to be within 3 business days. Um, then the third thing is that customers need to enroll with the Diamond Club promo code. And in my experience, last season, a year ago, this was like the number one problem. And actually doTERRA has changed it from what they did during my Diamond Club. So they're a lot more strict around this. If you enroll someone and you forget the promo code, or if you send somebody a link to enroll themselves and you tell them to enter the promo code and they don't, there's no way for them to get that free oil and qualify. I don't know. I don't know about the LRP promo specifically, but it's like super crucial that that promo code is entered in when they enroll. And you don't want to forget that, because otherwise, I think the way Diamond Club has moved around it now is they've said, well, they can get the promo oil, but they have to pay the shipping on it, because obviously it ends up being a second order. Yeah. And it's just a lot of hassle that takes away from other income producing activities within your business. So something to be aware of. Next, enrollment orders have to be at least 100 PV in order to qualify for the promo. So that's something to be aware of. And then we already talked about Diamond Club incentives are in addition to normal doTERRA promo codes or promos that are offered. So how do you make the most out of Diamond Club? Say your leader is doing Diamond Club. How do you make the most of what they're doing? One is, like, again, it's something you're already doing in your business, but sampling your list of contacts and preparing them for upcoming classes. You always want to have people in your pipeline, and you're likely doing that anyways, with goals you have in place. Two, you want to, again, you're probably doing these things, but nurture your contacts and your customers as laid out in the daily mentor calls. For instance, like doing wellness consults to get people on LRP and connect people into the LDC continuing education opportunities, because that's really going to support the LRPs on your team as well. That is going to be huge during Diamond Club, and it will help all of your customers get those free 25 points, and it's going to help you see increased retention, and therefore it makes it a lot easier to rank advance during your leader's Diamond Club season. 3, connect with your leader and let them know that you like what your goals are. This is really, really important. Your leader wants to support you and what you want in your business. So if you let them know that your goals, it's going to be really easy from that point to make a strategy together on how you can maximize Diamond Club specifically for your team. I can't recommend that enough. 4, identify what skills you need to improve on. I will just say, for me personally, whenever I've done like a competition of sorts, or like just been really intentional with my business, it's helped me really get clear on the activities I am just not the best at. And so if you can identify what those skills are that you want to improve on, and honestly, I would say even tell your leader this, say, this is something that I'm working on, because I think we all would say, would agree with this statement. Like, just because you're not like amazing at something right now doesn't mean you can't like practice, get better, or like add some strategy in. It makes it more effective. Like, we can grow in our abilities to like effectively do these skills in our business. And so Diamond Club is a great time to practice that. So like if you have struggled getting people on LRP, now you have that 25 points to offer people if they set up LRP, and it gives you this opportunity through Diamond Club to really refine your processes to get people on LRP the most effectively. Or like it also gives you an opportunity to find hostesses from a class. Like, so when you close a class, asking for people that are willing to host a class, and then that next class that your hostess has for you can be a Diamond Club event as well. And so that it gives you that opportunity to practice that, or finding builders. Like if you tell your leader, like, I really want to I want to find some leaders over your Diamond Club, that can be another thing to focus on. And so all those skills, like focusing on those within is going to really support you within your goals and help you make the most of Diamond Club. So the next thing we wanted to talk about just briefly, I think most of you are aware, and Emily, some of this might not be 100% on par. You're welcome to join whatever you want, but this is collaboration that we're doing at large within the LDC, and Tyler and I are really helpful that all of this is going to be supportive to you guys in general, but of course throughout Diamond Club. So the first Thursday of every month, we're going to have an essential oil forum. Our first one is coming up in like a week or so. And this is a forum that's designed for new essential oil users. And so basically, hopefully they've done a wellness consult, and this is a way to plug them into the gifts of being a part of a collective and them being able to see how awesome this wellness community is. And they can ask questions that they have that maybe have come up since your wellness consult with them. And we will also talk about the product of the month on there. So hopefully it will help again with retention. And then the second Thursday of the month is going to be our continuing education class. This month is going to be on digestive health and cleansing. And this is a 201 class designed for existing customers. So again, that's going to help with retention, getting people on LRP. The fourth Thursday is the Essential Oil 101 Masterclass for potential customers. So this, I'm guessing, will end up being our Diamond Club leaders leading those so they can get the additional support of extra points during that. And then the last thing is we have our team training. So like tomorrow is our last Monday of the month team training. And we're going to be talking about finding and launching new builders. So I love this quote. It's so fun.
So do you want to change the world together?
Is that how you guys would say it? I just get really excited when I think about the potential of all of these incredible people on our team, whether you're doing Diamond Club or you're being supported by one of these Diamond Club leaders. And I mean, what? Okay. So Tyler and I originally talked about this. I would love if any of you guys are willing, the Diamond Club leaders specifically, we'd love to hear from you, just even briefly, if you had to like share what your vision or what your goal is in doing Diamond Club. Would you guys be willing to share that? I'd love to hear from some of you.
Hello from South Dakota, everybody. I'm in like the.
Where are you? Oh, I think you got muted again.
Kristen, I can go really fast if we're waiting on Emily.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, first, let's see if you guys can see. It's so dark. There's the baby, Della. So I have a newborn, but basically Diamond Club for me, I did it last spring and then got pregnant and didn't feel so great. And just, it kind of tapered off the last, the last 2 months, maybe a Diamond Club, but the first 2 months were awesome. And I had great momentum and loved everything that I was doing. And then it just, things happen. So anyway, just doing it again this season and having like a plan in place. Cause I feel like for the other leaders on the call, if you don't have like a plan or a strategy or anything like that, Diamond Club or any kind of program is like awesome to just get things on your calendar and get stuff done. So just doing that with a newborn, and there's 2 of my newer leaders on the call tonight. So we'll see if anything happens with that and their goals and what they're wanting to do. So
yeah, I love that you say that, Danny, because actually last year, when we talked about this today too, last year when we did Diamond Club, it was literally right at the beginning of the pandemic.
March, April, May, June.
And I think if we didn't have Diamond Club, it would have been really easy to just kind of like sit back and be like, oh, okay, like let's like wait till this passes and then like we'll hit it hard again.
Let's wait till these 14 days are over when we flatten the curve. Remember that, anyone?
And then
Okay.
we'll get back into our normal business mode of how we do this, which is in-person classes. Anyways, it just pushed us out of our comfort zone and helped us to have urgency to pivot and do things in a different way. And I remember we had a class, Andy and Jill might remember this. We had a class with 64 people on it that first week of maybe it was the second week of the pandemic, because it was an immune support class. It was incredible. I mean, I don't know how many enrollments ended up coming like on that night from it, but it was just like, we're like, wow, people want this. And it like kept us in action, and obviously lots of great things came out of it, but it just gave us that intentionality, like Danny said, to get things on our calendar, even though it would have been easy to kind of just like sit back, like, let's wait for this to pass. Emily, are you back? Can you share now? I saw her face.
I am. How silly is that? Y'all are like losing power and water and awful things happening in Texas. And I just lost my Wi-Fi and felt like, what's going to go on? Anyways, I'm Emily from South Dakota. And this is my, I started Diamond Club last year, but then like when the pandemic hit on day like 3, I was like, oh, I have no idea how this is happening. So I supported a leader who was in Diamond Club, and she ended up doing well in it and having team growth there. So that was really fun. But this is my 3rd time then, but I really feel like it's my 2nd. So the first season that we participated in Diamond Club, it was super fun. We traveled a lot. We were able to support a team that we just didn't have the resources to support before, and just really solidify that momentum and growth. And this time our intention is focused on finding builders, supporting the builders that we have, helping them find builders and solidify the builders that they have, but also us finding our 4th leg builder with it. So to hit diamond, because we want to be there yesterday. So we are going after it, and really excited to be a little bit more strategic with it this time, and to continue with the momentum that we have going, and just the shift that it's really, actually, if you have not participated in Diamond Club, being able to not have to have in-person classes, as awesome as they are, like I'm craving it, but it's also really cool that you don't have to have that, because I think it's going to be challenging to bring people out of their homes after everyone has been hibernating for more than 14 days, right? Like the never flattening curve. And so to be able to reach people where they're at in their homes, and using Zoom, and having doTERRA recognize that, which they did last season too, like it's just such an awesome company to be a part of, supporting us in our growth with this. So
yeah,
that's more than you wanted me to share, but
it's so good.
Business builders and hitting diamond.
Yeah. I love how you talk about like the shift of your goals, like within doing Diamond Club multiple times. Cause that really is like what I was talking about with just like answering those questions, being in alignment with what your goals are, is everything in Diamond Club. So yeah, that's really good, Emily.
Yeah. Anyone else participating want to share kind of their hopes, dreams, vision about Diamond Club?
We can share. I'm super pumped. It feels like a program that we're, becoming acquainted with it, but it feels like a program that really celebrates the right activity. And I know for me, I always need that North Star in my business, is like, I'm like ideate all day. And so I can really drift away from like, the basics, and like really mastering the basics and channeling the majority of and we're still in the place in our business where we are needing to master the business and really solidify the foundation in our organization. And so I feel like for us, it's the perfect tool. And I think for anybody, and I'm thrilled beyond belief to just run with our team with this, because I think ultimately it's a win. If you lean into this in any capacity, it feels like you're going to win either way. Like you're going to glean from it. You're going to gain from it. Your business is probably going to be more on track than it was last month. I just think it's a win-win all around. And so I'm just thankful that doTERRA facilitates this and really incentivizes, was that the right word?
Yeah.
Offers incentives for the right for the activity that they know will set us up for the most success. So I'm pumped. I mean, for us, it's really in alignment with our goals to hit Diamond and hopefully Founders. But for us, it means solidifying two new legs. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she said it so eloquently, but it's almost like the 21-day habit challenge. It's like, let's do 4 months of good habits of instilling the right behavior and the right the income producing activity, because often you can do stuff that isn't income producing, and then you just are like, you look up and you're like, what did I just do this last month? February's kind of felt that way for us, but I think, yeah, we want to get to Diamond. We have to get to Diamond because we want to hit Founders. So we have to really strengthen 2 more legs to get there, and find new builders with that as well. So that is our goal.
Yeah, that's good. I love it, guys. And 100%, I think like everybody, no matter where you're at in your business, it's like so easy to get caught up in things that are not the foundation of it. They're not directly relating to pipes. And so anyways, Diamond Club definitely incentivizes and gets you like reamped into those things in a really supportive way. So it's really good. So we wanted to make sure there was a little bit of space for Q&A. So either for Diamond Club leaders or those of you that are on a team that your leader is doing Diamond Club, I know we went through a lot of details, and just wanted to make sure if anybody had questions, we could go through those while we're on live here.
Tyler and Kristen, do you guys have suggestions on ways to stay organized with keeping track of your classes and the enrollments and like all the things that you have to keep track of?
So I have never done like the shared Google spreadsheet. That was just a tip that I came across from another Diamond Club leader. And so I like that idea. And I think if your leaders are familiar with spreadsheets and are willing to do that with you, that can be really supportive. Because to me, honestly, yeah, that was the hardest thing. But like actually entering things into the Diamond Club portal is fairly like seamless. I think actually, now that I'm talking about it, last year when we did Diamond Club, everybody had to register for Zoom classes. You probably remember that, Andy. We were doing Google Forms back then, but you can create a registration for a Zoom class, and you can require people to register for it with their name, phone number, and email.
Yeah.
And that I think is the most helpful.
It automatically asks for their first name, last name, and email, but you can add a custom field into a Zoom registration and ask for their phone number.
Yeah. And so that, like, I think having some form of registration really simplifies things. So you're not always having to ask for that stuff from your leader. That was really helpful. And I think other than that, like having planned communication for your team, which I think, again, all of you guys primarily have that, that's really helpful. It's a lot less to have to organize than it used to be with Diamond Club, because you used to have to track your mileage and
take pictures of receipts.
Yes, take pictures of receipts, because they literally like reimbursed you for what you spent. Whereas
for travel,
it's different now for travel. So you don't have to do that tracking. It really is just like the names, phone numbers, and emails. I think really like having a clear plan from the get-go. Like I remember last year, Stacey Meehan, a leader on the LDC, she had like 13 classes planned out with class hosts before the first month of Diamond Club. It was incredible. And I feel she ended up having like a ton of enrollments, and I don't know how she got them because it was really hard. They were all supposed to be in-person classes. So it was really hard for her to pivot with class hosts. But she rocked that first month. And I think really having that strategic plan from the get-go, and also having a very clear referral incentive that you communicate to people, and a clear incentive or like a gift that you give to class hosts. Like and this is not something I model well. I am being 100% transparent. I still feel like I'm mastering this in my business. I have lots of room to grow, but at the end of the class, Elise talks about holding up a gift and like this is what you get if you host a class. And that really gets people more excited, and they like see what you have, and they're all, it depends if it's in person or online, of course, but like having a clear plan for what you're going to give to class hosts, and then having a way that you plan to communicate that. I think those to me seem like the most essential ways to be organized and just clear and communicate those things to your team so they're all aware. I think those would be probably the top things I would recommend. Yeah. Great question though, Andi. Anybody else have questions?
Hey, Chris, I was wondering about the continued ed class, the monthly classes. Is that going to be the Facebook platform still or Zoom?
Those are going to be on Zoom. The Essential Oil Forum, that's for beginners. We'll have it on Zoom, and invite specifically brand new oil users, customers from the last like 60 days or so to that. But we're also working on figuring out how to stream that to the Facebook group. So that might be on Facebook group, that forum, because it might be fun and just like fresh things that come up in conversation each month. But the 201 classes, because I know there's lots of leaders on the LDC as a whole that are running different 201 continuing ed classes, we're going to just keep that on Zoom. But if you want to invite to it, you're welcome to have the links for it. It's just like a once per month 201 class for the whole year is what we're doing.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
And Kristen, this is Chris. So I'm wondering, so we know we're having the like a intro to oils class, like the fourth Thursday of every month for the LDC. Yep. So then I assume then this is maybe Andre too, then for Empowered Living, will you be having others outside of that?
Well, Andi can answer. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, I'm planning on having one class every week, but we need to talk on our team to kind of decide when we want to schedule those.
Awesome. So, that's good news.
And I'm going to come to Minnesota and do some in-person classes.
Woohoo!
That's better news even.
Yes.
Wait till May. I'm just kidding.
Pray for good roads. Cool.
I think just a quick logistical question on the LRP incentive. Is that only if they set up a 100 PV LRP the exact month after, or can it still count if it's like the third month?
It has to be the first month, or like the first month following their enrollment. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But if you guys are, I know Joneses are going for founders. If there's anyone else here going for founders, the 25 points is great for the first month, but you still get points for founders if it's like the third month they set up LRP.
Yep. It's actually caused me to start. I always offer an Essential Life book with people if they set up 100 PV LRP that first month, but because of Founders Club now, I will offer it even if people do it the second month. Even though obviously for Diamond Club, it doesn't give you extra points. For Founders Club, like Emily said, it does.
And maybe for the incentive trip.
Yeah, I don't know. Good questions. Cool. Well, thanks guys. We're stoked for all the momentum to come. And if you guys have other questions or ways that we can help support y'all, let us know. But thanks for your time tonight and happy next week. Yay for sun in Texas.
Yeah. Good to see you guys.
Thank you guys.
Have a good night.
Bye guys.
Bye.